Hi Group 3, welcome to guided reading this week. Well done on all the work you did on Seasons and Weather book. It was a really interesting book. It was hard, there was some really big words which we'll talk about in a second, but it was really hard and you did excellent. Your sentences were excellent and you seem to really enjoy it. I think you're going to love this book this week. It's another non-fiction book and it's about how animals move around. Okay, and there's pictures of 4 animals: a giraffe, a duck, a snake, and like a bat. And I suppose always start off looking at the pictures, looking at the title. What is this story going to be about? Or what is this non-fiction text going to be about? Could it be connected to last week's book where, you read that, some birds migrate to hotter countries in winter, or some animals have to migrate to find water in hot countries? Could be that kind of moving around. Could it be how they actually physically move? How these 4 animals are all so different in how they move. Giraffe's got 4 long legs, can run really fast, and the duck's got wings and webbed feet, so it can swim really well and fly. The snake has none. It has no feet at all, but yet it can move in a different way, quite fast, by pushing itself forward with its muscles in its body. And this guy, this bat, it can fly even though it has no wings. It's just amazing because it uses its extra skin as like a parachute when it drops down from the trees. So we're predicting here it could be about either of those, but we're sure it's going to be about animals and how they move. Okay, start looking at some of your comprehension strategies. We've looked already at predicting. We could make some connections. What do you know already about animals? Have you read anything about? You could use last week's books as an example. Have you read other animal books? Have you seen animal programs? How about your own animals at home? What do you know about them and how they move? That sort of thing. That's comparing to your animals, making connections. We've done some predicting, guessing what the story is going to be about, looking at the pictures. This is a new one, inferring. It's a big long word for basically making a guess about something that you can't be sure about it, but just by looking at it and you just say, well, maybe it could be this, maybe it could be that. Nobody can tell you're right or wrong. Okay, so from looking at these cover and title, I'm inferring that it's going to be about different animals and the different ways they move their bodies, because there's the 4 different types of animals and they're 4 different bodies. So I'm making I'm going to say it's about that, and we'll do some more inferring afterwards. Okay, so have a look at our word wall. Last week's words, wow, they were hard. They were really hard and you did excellent in them. Hibernation. Hollow. Now, this word, you have a lot of these words. We're going to be doing these words in your phonics in a week or 2. They're called VCCV words, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel words. And if you look, O-L-L-O, in the middle of the word, there's a vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. And right down the middle of the 2 consonants, it's split in half. So hollow. Okay, bear with me. There'll be a few more of those. I'll explain them. Migration. To migrate. The birds, animals move to find water, shelter, or whatever. Another one here. Vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. Shelter. Shelter. Split down the middle of the 2 consonants. Shelter. Another one here. Vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel in the middle of the word. Blossom. 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 What's a blossom? You had, lovely cherry blossom sentences. I love cherry blossoms. They're my favourite tree. Evergreen. 2 words together to make 1 word. Covered. ED at the end. Magic E word with a wh sound. Okay, you were good at those words. Just go through them. This week's words. More VCCV words, which we'll do later, but gallop. To gallop. What is gallop? Where have you heard it before? Who gallops? What gallops? Anybody in the front cover galloping? Okay. Look it up. EA in the word in the middle of this word, seals. 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 We're reading an animal book. I'm going to infer, and I'm just going to say that that's an animal, the animal seal. Not seal the box or seal away the treasure chest or the thing. It's a seal, animals. What are seals? What type of animals are they? What kind of bodies do they have? How do they move? Okay, answer the questions. Flippers. Another VCCV word. Flipper. Flippers. Flippers. The body part. Which animals have flippers? Why do they have flippers? How do they use the flippers? Okay. Oh, hard word. It's a funny looking word because it's got this SC in the middle and you can't hear that. It's a soft C. So muscles. Don't have any muscles. Muscles. What are muscles? They're part of your body that help your joints to move. Somebody's ringing me now in the middle of this lesson. Okay. Muscles. They move. So there's a muscle there moving that arm. Muscles are joined to your bones to help the body parts to move. Muscles. Now, slides and glides. Slides, glides. Okay? Oh, go away. No, sorry. Keep ringing me. Next one. Slides, glides. Doing words. They're verbs. What kind of animals would slide? What kind of a movement is a slide? And glide is a different type of movement. What animals would glide? Balance. Balancing. What does it mean? What does it mean to balance? Okay. Can you put it into a sentence? I tried to balance the ball on the block. Okay. Now down here we have another magic E word, but it could be mole, mole, moles, moles. What is a mole? Type of animal. Where do they live? What do they do? Look it up. A mole. Okay. Next word. Oh, you can't see. Streamlined. Two words together to make one word. What type of word is that? Compound word. Streamlined. Streamlined. Okay. Streamlined means something's really just perfectly kind of straight, smooth, like the swimmer wore a special swimsuit so that they were streamlined in the water so they could swim faster. Or really fancy fast boats for boat races are streamlined. They're narrow, or racing cars are narrow so that they're faster, so they're streamlined. So what animal could we be talking about in the book that's streamlined? If we talked about swimmers and boats, think about it. Okay. The stream oar at the bottom always says O as in oars. Oars. What are oars? Used to paddle a boat, push a boat forward. Okay. What animal would move like they have oars? Webbed. I mentioned that already for the duck. Webbed feet. We don't have webbed hands. Webbed is when there's skin connected to the finger parts so that they can push through the water. And then we have a magic E word. So stir-id, strid, stir-eyed, stride, strider. Okay, this word, very interesting for this part of the story. If you go find out what is a strider, and that's going to be your focus question. You could use that when you're reading. Go find out what's a strider. And another focus question for you before we start reading is, what three parts of the body does a monkey use to climb a tree? 3 parts of their body. Okay. So we've done our new words. We've got some focus questions. We'll open it up. There's a contents. That's what's different sections of the book. And the introduction. I'll read the introduction with you. Animals move in many ways because they have different shapes. Horses have long legs to gallop over land. Fish have fins to swim through the water. Birds have wings to fly through the air. So, page 1, we've already learnt why certain animals have certain body parts to move in certain ways. Okay? Finish reading your book, find out about the monkey, find out about the strider. Fill in your sheet, do your 3 sentences. There's some questions at the back always you can ask yourself those. They're just interesting facts. Another interesting thing you could do is you could interview one of these animals. That could be part of your inferring. I'm inferring, So, Mr. Giraffe, I can see you have 4 very long legs. Are you fast at running? Or you could interview that monkey. You have lots of body parts. Which parts do you use? Why do you use those parts that are in the story? You have to find out. For climbing the tree, are they the best parts? That's just something fun to do. An interview with a monkey. Okay, enjoy the book. See you next week for more guided reading.